Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. I'm anxious to do this video for you. I haven't done a video in a while, and I apologize for that. And I have some hiking videos coming up very soon, and I will make an announcement about that before too long. But you know, this time of year is gardening season, and we've been picking things out of our garden, and got some sweet peas, and we've been eating some delicious romaine lettuce, and I have a ton of tomatoes coming in this year. I kind of got carried away with planting tomatoes. Cucumbers will be coming before long. We've got squash, zucchinis, you know, it's all kind of thing. Corn's doing well. So what I wanted to do for you today was I needed to harvest my beets, and we love pickled beets. Now I don't have very many beets, so but what I wanted to do was show you how to make diabetic pickled beets. And the reason I'm making them is because my husband, my sweet hubs, is a diabetic. Bless his heart. So he tries his best to eat like he should, and we love pickled beets. We love pickled beets with collards in the fall when we eat our collards. We love our pickled beets. So I'm going to show you how to do that and how I can them. And I probably won't get very many, but at least you'll have the gist of it, of how to do it. So anyway, we're starting off today. I pulled some beets and I peeled them. Aren't they beautiful? I just love the color of beets, and they're so good for you. So I peeled them and I covered them with water, and I'm just heating them up. I'm not going to cook them too long because in the canning process they will cook a little more. And I have my jar lids over there hot and ready to go in my canning pot. So let's get started. So start off with our beets, and I'm heating them up. Let me turn them up a little bit so they heat up a little bit more. And I'm actually using the recipe out of my mother's ball canning book, the Ball Blue book. I recommend every canner get one of these for simple directions with illustrations, and if you want to learn canning, this is the book to get. So we're going to let those heat up, and then we'll get back to putting all of our ingredients together. Don't you just love the color of beets? Look at that, the juice, so pretty and so full of vitamins, so good for you, heart healthy. While I'm waiting on these to cook, you know, a lot of times beet greens are also very good for you, the tops of the beets. Oh yes, and sometimes I will take the tops of the beets, or maybe a small bottom, and peel it and throw it into my breakfast shake in the morning. So full of vitamins. So good for you, and it really doesn't change the flavor of the shake, especially if you use the leaves, but they are just so good for you. Okay, I have tested, taken just a fork and tested the beets. I'll get one. I don't know, maybe a few more minutes. They're beginning to get soft. I don't want them to get, I just want them to get a little bit soft. I don't want mushy beets. Nobody wants a mushy beet. Okay. So I've tested them, and they're just beginning to get soft. And they're going to process for 30 minutes, so I don't want them to be too soft. So cut those off. and then we'll start adding our ingredients. Now, it calls for 3/4 of a cup of sugar. I'm using sugar substitute, whichever, you know, stevia, whatever sugar substitute you want to use. But I'm going to cut it down to 1/2 cup and then taste it. And if I think it needs a little bit more, then I'll put some more in there. I don't want them to be overpoweringly sweet. All right. Then 1/3 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. And for some reason or other, none of my sets have 1/3 of a teaspoon. So I know 1/3 of a teaspoon is a little less than 1/2 a teaspoon. So I'm just going to have to guesstimate. Yep, I'm right out. Okay. Okay. 1/2 a teaspoon of salt. I have my Redmond's real salt because it's so full of those good minerals that we need. Ooh. And 1.25 cups of vinegar. Don't do what I just did, y'all. Never measure your ingredients over top of what you're cooking. That's a no-no. So, let's stir all that up real good. And give it a taste. That is really good. I don't think that needs any more sweetener or anything. That's perfect. Now, some folks might want to add a little bit more vinegar, but I think it's wonderful. Just like that. Okay. So the liquid's already hot, so I'm going to get my hot canning jars that have been sanitized and ready to go. Get my cup, put it over there. And now I'm going to fill it full of beets. I don't think I'll get more than a couple of pints, but hey. I still have some more beets in the garden. I just pulled up some of them. I didn't pull up all of them. More in there. Okay. Now, I'll put the hot cheese. Ooh, that's so pretty. So pretty. To within a 1/4 inch. So, put a little bit more in there. All right. In my clean towel to wipe around the top. Whoops, I'm forgetting something. Excuse me. I did a last canning video. Make sure all the air bubbles are out. Yeah. Okay. Now I need to put a little bit more juice in. All right. And the lid. one's ready to go. Put that in the canner. And I think I have enough for one more. Let's see. I'm hoping I'll have enough for one more, and then maybe a few for supper tonight. That would be awesome. I'm not really stuffing them in a lot. I'm just kind of loosely putting them in there. There we go. All right, juice. Wipe the lid. Put on the top and a ring, and in the canner it goes. Now, these beets are water bath canned. So, oh, and I still have some that's good. I have them for supper tonight. Water bath canned, so they will go under the water. So if you only have 2 jars or very few jars, it takes a whole lot more water because you need to get that water when you dunk it in to come above the jar lid's about a half inch or an inch or so, and this does. So I'll cover that up and set the timer for this for 30 minutes. So you see it's staying in there a good while. That's why I didn't cook them very much. Okay, so we have our timer set and have it on high heat, and in 30 minutes we will come back and take them out and take a look at them. All right, the timer has gone off. Cut that off. Open away from you. Look at that steam, because you don't want to get a steam burn. All right. Upside down. Get a towel. There we go. So they came out. They've been in there for 30 minutes. They are beautiful. I can't wait to dig in. And I also have a few left over for supper tonight that we can enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more videos. And because there's more garden coming in, and we will have to take care of it and put it up to be sustainable for our families. Got to feed our families healthy food. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. There goes one pop. Love to hear that sound. And don't forget to label, ladies. Put a date on that thing and what it is. Not that you would ever be confused about the fact that this is pickled beets. If nothing else looks like them. This one is sealed. I'm waiting on this one to seal. There it goes. They're both sealed.